So we had a little bit of audio issues the first 4 minutes of this video. So I talked a little bit about how shit the fucking UFC Fight Night main event was last night. But what you're going to watch now is the Matchmaker Monday. And what I'm talking about is Tom versus Gan, and it's a good one. You won't want to miss this, so enjoy. Fucking tragic, if we're being completely honest with you here. It is tragic. It's completely tragic. And Gan is just not the guy to do that. Let's be honest with you. Because Cyril Gan is so one-dimensional. He does it extremely well, okay? But he's a bit like Justin Gaethje. If you get him down, he's kind of fucked. He's not really getting back to his feet. Francis Ngannou really showed us that. And John Jones just kind of put the nail in the coffin, okay? I'm not betting on Cyril Gan to beat Tom Aspinall. I would bet a lot of money on Tom Aspinall beating Cyril Gan simply because he's way too quick. And he's got the power advantage in that matchup. What does Cyril Gan really have to do for that matchup? Dance around the ring for 5 rounds? He definitely can land on Tom. You know what I mean? Like, he'll definitely get hands on him. And 3 years ago, I probably would have picked Cyril Gan to win that fight. Okay? But his last few performances, the John Jones fight, the Alexander Volkov robbery, okay, the win, apparently. It was a fucking robbery. We all know it was a fucking robbery. I'm not picking Cyril Gan to beat a lot of guys. Like, if he rematches Volkov, I'm not picking him to beat Volkov. Okay? Never mind Tom. If he went out there and shut Volkov down, showed bulletproof takedown defense, and it's like even more power and just looked immersive, elusive, like the butterfly Cyril Gan we saw in the first Volkov fight, the Derek Lewis fight, these kind of matchups, the Rosenstrike fight, then I would sit here and say, you know, Gan might be able to maneuver around Tom. Gan might be able to just kind of pick at range and, you know, really gonna maybe even get Tom tired, get him into those later rounds and kind of stay away from range. But the dude is just fucking, he's a fucking fish out of water when he gets down. He has no clue what to do. It fucking pisses me off, okay? Because I actually like Cyril Gan, and I've been such a Cyril Gan fan. But the dude just has no grappling. He has fucking zero grappling. It blows my fucking mind how this dude's okay, cool. He looked good against Sergey Spivak, who is a grappler, to be fair, and is kind of one of the better wrestlers in the division. But he really sitting there saying, oh, he beat Sergey Spivak like a year and a half ago, nearly 2 years ago. He's beating Tom. You're not saying that. And it's not like Gan is active, okay? It's not like Gan is active. He got a fucking robbery win against Volkov a few months ago. One of the worst robberies you will see, okay? And that matchup was made for Cyril Gan. I guarantee you they had that matchup because, okay, let's say he beats Volkov in impressive fashion. Then we have a fight to build off here with Tom Aspinall, okay? We all saw what Tom did to Volkov. That was not even competitive at all, okay? That was a one-sided fucking beatdown. Volkov was finished way before he tapped, okay? In my opinion, I really like Volkov. Volkov has gotten so much better. His ability to sit down on his shots, pick at range, and mixing grappling, that is Tom Aspinall's hardest fight today, in my opinion. Alexander Volkov, apart from John Jones. Okay, because John Jones can 100% beat Tom Aspinall. That's a 50-50 fight. I'd just be edging towards Tom Aspinall. Like, I'm not going to say it, actually. I honestly think Volkov's his hardest fight. I think so at this stage of his career. Cyril Gan definitely gives him a new look on the feet because he's never fought someone as elusive and kind of is like a butterfly around the cage at heavyweight. Big T's going to go in there and get in his fucking face. He's going to rugby tackle him like he said he would Pereira and get him down and submit him. I think everyone agrees on that. Okay, because if Tom gets Gan down, that fight is over. Fucking over. Okay, Cyril Gan, man. Fucking waltzing into another title shot. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Because Tom's just like, fucking get me in there. And if it is Gan, it's the best fight that we can make. It's the fight, okay? If Cyril Gan, or let's say Tom Aspinall is just announces that, okay, John is actually done, then just lob Gan in. I think we can all agree on that. And I don't think anyone's like, oh my god, that's such a disgrace. As much as it would be shit, we'd all just be like, yeah, fuck it. Just get it over it now. Do you know what I mean? Just get it over it. But yeah. That's the first kind of fight. I've talked about it a bit, but I kind of want to talk a little bit more about the style of it. Tom's just way too quick, way too elusive, mixes in way better. Gan 100% does have the ability to give Tom a new look on the feet with the kind of around the cage movement that he has, and he definitely will land on Tom 100%, but he does not have the power to really hurt him. Okay, it's not like it's Ngannou or Spivak. Okay, when Gan lands, I don't see Tom being necessarily mad hurt. Because I have no reason to not trust in Tom Aspinall's chin. I just don't. Okay, I just don't. I have every single bit of reason to not trust Ciryl Gane's grappling. Simple as. Now, a man I talked a little bit about before, Mateusz Gamrot, he got picked up a nice win in his main event, apparently, last night against Ludwig Klein. And I would love to see Mateusz Gamrot versus Rafael Fiziev in a rematch. Now, I know a lot of people will be like, whoa. Fiziev is booked, man. Fiziev is booked. Fiziev's probably going to win, okay? Even if Fiziev loses. The thing about Gamrot, okay? The thing about Gamrot, that actually kind of like, I won't say it pisses me off because I completely understand it. No one actually cares about Gamrot. He's literally a co-main event. Okay, he was supposed to be co-main event of one of the worst fight nights in UFC history against someone that nobody fucking knows. It's just a fact. It is just the fact that no one cares about Mateusz Gamrot's fights. Okay? I always bring this point up. This dude came into a press conference, the 280 or something, when Oliveira fought Makhachev. Ripped his shirt off, yeah, was like fucking pumped. And then nobody asked him a question, and he sat there with his shirt off, like, no one, nobody, maybe they lost me next, over here. Nobody fucking cares. And he lost that fight as well. He fucking lost to Beneil Dariush. Losing to Beneil Dariush. Arman Tsarukyan absolutely fucking smoked him. Oh, fuck off with this bullshit of Arman Tsarukyan lost to Mateusz Gamrot. Fucking bullshit. Arman Tsarukyan is in the headlines lately because, like, no one really knows what's going to happen to this guy. He was meant to be fighting Mateusz Gamrot in the main event of Abu Dhabi. I think it's the one Peter Yan's rumored to be on. That's a fucking disgrace. That is a fucking disgrace. How can you even offer him that? You're offering him, okay? You're offering him a rematch against Mateusz Gamrot, who just lost to fucking Dan Hooker. A light song, okay? I love talking about Arman Tsarukyan because I don't want to see the dude leave the UFC. I just don't want to see him leave the UFC. It should be Ilia Topuria fighting Arman Tsarukyan. That's the fight that should have happened. But the UFC are buying into this Charles Oliveira name, and they're kind of just still fucking pissed off at, you know, Arman Tsarukyan, okay? And the stylistic fight. The UFC want Ilia with the belt. Let's be fucking honest with you. It's a win-win in this situation, okay? Because if Charles Oliveira wins, you have a massive name who everybody loves. But if Ilia Topuria wins, you have a killer who everyone loves. It's a win-win. But I wouldn't necessarily say many people would fucking love to see Arman Tsarukyan be a UFC champion, okay? We all were kind of hoping Makhachev would beat him. I was fucking worried, okay? I was confident Makhachev was going to win that fight, but I was like, fucking hell. This is a fucking tough fight. He could lose, but Arman Tsarukyan shit the bed, okay? But Arman Tsarukyan didn't fuck up his career so bad that you're offering him a main event against Mateusz Gamrot, who's coming off a loss to Dan Hooker. That is insane. That is insane. Give him a Paddy Pimblett fight. Give him a Justin Gaethje fight. That's fine. Give him a Dan Hooker fight. That's fine. All of those matchups are fine. Why aren't you giving him the person who fucking beat Mateusz Gamrot? Why aren't you doing that? The fucking matchmaking is so wank at times. I would love to just sit there, okay? I would love to be like Ian Gary in the corner, yeah? I would love to sit there just like this, like Ian Gary in the corner. And just listen to what they're saying. Listen to what they're... I'm sorry, that's bad. I would love to just sit there and listen to what the UFC are saying. I would honestly love that. I would love to see what they're saying. I would love to see, oh yeah, Gamrot versus Tsarukyan. That makes sense. The fans want to see it. This is like O'Malley versus Merab. This isn't going to be a rant, okay? What's it? Fuck it, we're here now. This is like O'Malley versus Merab, where Dana White was like, yeah, that's the fight to make. The fans want to see it. Who are you speaking to that clarifies as fans? The Nelk boys? Just because they have that sugar sponsorship? Are you fucking serious? I guarantee you it was the Nelk boys, because they're boys with Dana as well. Listen, I like Nelk, the OG, the full set Nelk reporter. He's a fucking G. I really like him. Big up him. I had an interview with him once. He's a fucking legend. But nobody wants to see that. Like, the Nelk boys are definitely like, yo, yeah, sugar, we want to see that fucking fight, Dana West. Alright, you got it. Yeah, I'm gonna make it done. It's done. We're gonna make that happen. I guarantee you that's what they said. I guarantee you, okay? It makes no fucking sense, that fight, okay? We're here now, it's happening at the weekend. I'll break down the full card tomorrow or the next day, and I'm actually quite looking forward to it. I'll break down why, because there's always that little chance Sean might win. But, like, the Corey Sandhagen fight was there. Anyway, we'll go back to this. You can't give Arman Tsarukyan Mateusz Gamrot. You just can't. Rafael Fiziev, on the other hand, coming off a loss to Gaethje, you know, Mateusz Gamrot had that massive back set loss. He definitely won. He beat Dan Hooker, but he lost to Dan Hooker. Okay, that fight makes sense because, you know, Fiziev fought Gaethje, lost to Gaethje in his last fight, and when Fiziev beats this fight, they have kind of unfinished business with the injury. It was when I believe it was Gamrot that Fiziev fought with the injury. Why not even like Renato Moicano when he beats Beneil Dariush? He definitely will beat Beneil Dariush. Okay, Money Moicano, we trust on this channel. Okay, when that fight happens, why not book him in a winner at that? Okay, I don't understand. Listen, cool. Nobody really likes Mateusz Gamrot. Whatever, but you can't just fucking like throw him unranked bums. You just can't do that. That's bad out. I actually bad out. Like, I don't like Mateusz Gamrot. He's a bit of a fucking idiot. Like, but that's just bad out. Like, the dude actually has good skill sets, has good grappling and good cardio. Okay, his control is fucking class. He has no finishing potential. Okay, cool, whatever. But at least he's got something about him. Okay, he's got good grappling, and he's a top fighter in lightweight. Just disrespecting him against Ruben Klein, and you know, okay, cool. He definitely doesn't deserve an Arman Tsarukyan fight. You're violating Arman Tsarukyan there. Okay, and even Mateusz Gamrot. Like, how are you rewarding Mateusz Gamrot losing? You lose to Dan Hooker. Okay. And the UFC are just like, oh yeah, this dude lost to Dan Hooker, who was like ranked number 5. He deserves Arman Tsarukyan, the number 1 contender. Anyway, Fiziev versus, you know, Gamrot. I probably pick Mateusz Gamrot to beat Fiziev. Okay, it's a fight. I kind of want to talk about lightweight and the whole thing as well, because that's the next thing. But yeah, I won't even say it, but like Gamrot just gets violated. The next one, we have Adesanya versus Sean Strickland. Okay, I'm getting into this fucking Match Maker Monday. I didn't expect to, but we have Izzy versus Sean Strickland. I've said I don't like Sean Strickland on this channel, numerous times, and I do like Adesanya. Both in very kind of similar kind of places in their career. Okay, they've been at the top for a while. Strickland was the champ. Izzy's one of the top middleweights of all time. But getting chinned by Imavov is a massive fucking setback. Okay, we'll talk about Imavov as well, and we're going to talk about Imavov in a minute, but getting chinned by Imavov really set him back. Anyone ever seen that picture of Ronaldo where he just goes... It's like Steve from Minecraft when he just like mining. It's like he does one of them when Adesanya gets knocked down. Everyone's just like, you don't care, man. You don't give a shit. But anyway, Adesanya is literally in a stage of his career where I thought that Imavov fight was really kind of like, oh shit, you need to win this fight. Like, you need to win this fight. Because as much as I see Imavov as one of the top contenders, I don't know if I ever see Imavov as the champion. Okay, Brendan Allen had good success in the grappling. Brendan Allen versus Marvin Vettori finally booked him. Get it. Like, he had success. Remember they fought in France? Brendan Allen definitely had success in the grappling in the first round. It was weird because that was like kind of like a scramble. But Brendan Allen's gas tank is fucking shit. Okay, I guarantee you it's that big fucking like whatever the fuck he wears to the octagon. You know that fucking like I don't even know the fucking hat he wears. It must weigh him down. It's like Wilder. Remember Wilder wore that big costume and weighed himself down. But oh god, his gas tank is fucking awful. It's gas tank shit. Okay, he's such good grappling and he has good hands. And I remember watching Brendan Allen over the years. And I'm like, this dude can be champion. And if Brendan Allen got like elite level cardio to where he can do 5 rounds at his pace and able to do his things, I would back Brendan Allen to become a champion. I really would. I think he's got insane grappling, finishing potential, and has good hands. But he just gasses out, man. He just fucking gasses out and it fucking pisses me off. Because I'm like, you're so good. You're so good, but you've such shit gas. And that's why Imavov was able to get the job done. Allen should have won that fight. But he didn't. And Imavov took his opportunity then against Adesanya, chinning him in the, I don't know, 2nd round or something like that. Izzy had a good first round, but he just got caught. And, you know, you get... knocked out badly like that and then you might lose another one. is it worth it? That's what Adesanya needs to look at now. Is it worth coming back? Now, you are coming back to a Sean Strickland who is, as much as he nearly chinned him in the first round in their first fight, he does not have power. Okay, he does not have power. He really doesn't. If he had power, he would have capitalized on that and got Adesanya out there at some stage in the fight. But he got him with a beautiful shot. I was loving Drickus fucking shutting down Sean Strickland in the second fight. Big Drickus fan. I don't like Sean Strickland, like I've said, and I hope Adesanya would win. Interesting fight. I'd probably pick Strickland in this fight if they ever fought again. I think his style is quite good to beat Adesanya. Especially since you've lost to Imavov in that way. I don't think his confidence is going to be too high. I really don't think so. About Adesanya in this one, I really don't think he gets this one done if this fight happens. I can see them doing it as well. They love putting Sean Strickland in Australia, so I can 100% see them doing this fight. But for Strickland, it is quite like it's a good fight to get him back to. It's a good fight to get back in there. He's one of the top. Obviously, it's a stylistic fight that he can win, but it's also Adesanya, so he's going to have a name value with the history that is there and the way Strickland talks. He's going to be able to sell this one if it's a fight night main event, if it's a co-main event to JDM versus Makhachev, if it's just on the card, it's going to be able to sell itself. So this is a good style for Strickland to come back in here and really put down, and then you never know, you might see him against an Imavov, you might see him against someone else, but I think Imavov is going to fight Braujo. Don't know how I feel about that, if I'm being completely honest with you. I'd almost rather see a Strickland fight, simply because I just don't think Braujo has done enough. I don't think beating... Like, Imavov had like a dodgy win against like Cannonier and stuff like that. I don't know Braujo beat him, but still, I feel like Braujo... Imavov, it's not like it doesn't make sense, but I feel like if you've knocked out Israel Adesanya, especially when he just fought for the belt, I know he got submitted, but he was doing very well in that fight. If you've knocked out Adesanya, like, I know a lot of people, I've kind of thought about this before in my head as well, is this the same as Buckley versus Chinny and Usman? And it's really not. I know it was 2 losses, but still, Adesanya is coming off 2 losses, to Strickland and then Drickus. I get that. But I don't think this is going to be as similar as, like, let's say Buckley bangs you Usman out of there, okay? I don't see it becoming a case of like, oh, well, it's quite a similar situation. And you say Buckley. No. Buckley doesn't deserve a title shot of beating Usman. I'll talk about that fight. I've talked about it. I think he will chin Usman, but I don't think he gets a title shot. If Imavov chinned Adesanya the way he did, the way he did chin Adesanya, I'm not mad at, Imavov being next. It's a fresh matchup for DDP. I know we've got the Hamzat fight, but let's say DDP beats Hamzat, or Hamzat beats DDP, whoever. It's a fresh matchup. Hamzat Chimaev versus Imavov for a middleweight title. I love it. I fucking love it. Okay? And Chimaev might lose to DDP. I've been thinking about that fight more and more. I'm like, I don't know. I honestly don't know how that fight goes. I think Hamzat might win. But if it gets past the first round, DDP's winning. DDP could 1,000,000% beat Hamzat. But Matchmaker Monday is complete. Let me know what you think about this down below, and thanks for watching.